5 things to stop doing after 60 to enjoy retirement. Many people enter their 60s with a vision of retirement that's full of freedom, more time for family, travel, and the things they've always wanted to do. But here's the reality I see way too often. Even successful, financially prepared individuals can sabotage that dream by holding on to habits and decisions that no longer serve them. The truth is, retirement is just about knowing what to let go of as it is about knowing what to do next. And if you can identify these 5 things to stop doing after 60, you give yourself the best chance to enjoy retirement without second-guessing every decision. Hi, I'm Scott Beasley, Certified Financial Planner at Gateway Financial Partners. On this channel, we focus on helping individuals build a retirement strategy that supports not only your financial goals, but the kind of life you want to live. If you find this helpful, I encourage you to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. And if you'd like to see how these strategies could fit into your own plan, book a call with me using the link in the description below. Now, let's walk through these 5 things to stop doing once you reach 60. 1. Stop thinking retirement has to be all or nothing. A lot of people think of retirement as a light switch. One day you're working full time, the next day you're completely done. But for many people, that abrupt change can be a shock. When you hit your 60s, it's worth asking yourself, do I really need to stop completely, or can I shape retirement on my own terms? Phased retirement is becoming more common. You might reduce your hours, do consulting, or even switch to a role you enjoy more without the same level of stress. I've seen clients take on passion projects, teaching part-time at a community college, starting a small business they've always dreamed about, volunteering a few days a week. The takeaway? Don't think of it as all or nothing. Keep some level of meaningful work or activity. It can keep your mind sharp and help smooth out the financial side too. 2. Stop ignoring your health until something goes wrong. When you're younger, it's easy to think, I'll worry about my health later. I'm fine right now. But after 60, this becomes one of the most expensive mistakes people make. Healthcare costs in retirement can wipe out a plan faster than almost anything else. Preventative care matters more than ever. Regular checkups, screenings for things like heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Staying active and eating in a way that supports long-term health. Think of it this way. Every dollar and every hour you put into your health now pays you back in years of independence later. I've watched retirees who took their health seriously in their 60s enjoy their 70s and 80s with energy, and I've also seen the opposite. Stop postponing, deal with small things early before they become big problems. 3. Stop overspending just because you finally can. This is a big one. You've worked for decades. You finally have time, money, and freedom. So it's natural you want to enjoy it. But here's the trap. Those first 5 to 10 years of retirement are when most of the big spending happens. Trips, home renovations, helping the kids or grandkids. If you overspend early, your portfolio has less time to recover from market swings. That's called sequence of returns risk, and it's one of the silent dangers of retirement. What's the fix? Plan for fun, budget for travel, hobbies, or the big goals. But pace yourself. Spread out the big spending instead of front-loading everything in the first few years. That balance gives you the lifestyle you want without creating a shortfall later. 4. Stop assuming you'll always have the same energy. This one surprises almost everyone. At 60, you feel great. You're active. You think, I've got 20 or 30 years ahead of me to do all of this. And you probably do. But here's what most people don't plan for. Your energy in your 60s is not the same as your energy in your 70s. The best time for the bigger adventures, bucket list trips, cross-country road trips, hiking that trail you've always dreamed of, is usually in your first decade of retirement. After that, you might find yourself naturally slowing down. So stop waiting for someday to do the things you've always talked about. Front load the memories. 5. Stop thinking you have to do it all alone. This is one of the most common mistakes I see, especially among people who have been successful their whole lives. You've built a career, you've raised a family, you've solved problems on your own for decades. So when retirement comes along, it feels natural to think, I can figure this out. I don't need help. But here's the reality. Retirement today is more complex than ever. You're not just managing a savings account, you're making decisions that involve investment and market risk, tax on withdrawals, when to take Social Security or pensions, estate planning, healthcare planning, and even how to turn savings into steady, lifelong income. One decision in any of these areas can affect all the others. For example, if you pull too much from the wrong account at the wrong time, you could push yourself into a higher tax bracket, reduce your Medicare benefits, and shorten the lifespan of your retirement portfolio, all without realizing it. The good news? You don't have to do this by yourself. The happiest and most confident retirees I work with all have a team around them. Not because they can't do it on their own, but because they know their time and peace of mind are more valuable than spending years trying to be an expert in everything. A good financial planner, a tax professional, and even an estate attorney can help you see around corners and protect what you've worked so hard for. And beyond the technical side, there's an emotional benefit. You don't have to carry the weight of those decisions alone. When you delegate some of that complexity, it frees you up to focus on the part of retirement that really matters, enjoying your life. Your 60s are a turning point. Up until now, everything in your financial life has been about accumulation, savings, building, putting money away. From here forward, it's about something different. It's about protecting what you've built, using it wisely, and living the life you imagined when you first started saving decades ago. And that doesn't just happen by accident. It happens by being intentional about what you stop doing. Because here's the truth. If you stop thinking retirement is all or nothing, you'll have more purpose and less stress. If you stop ignoring your health, you'll buy yourself more good years. If you stop overspending early, your money will last longer. If you stop assuming your energy will always be the same, you'll make the memories you really want while you can. And if you stop trying to do it all your own, you'll trade anxiety for clarity and freedom. So let me ask you, which one of these 5 stood out the most to you? Is it health? Finally making it a top priority? Is it financial? Being smarter about pacing yourself with money? Or is it the emotional side of retirement? Rethinking what this next stage should look like. I'd love to hear from you. And if you found this video helpful, here's what to do next. Like this video so it reaches more people who are trying to figure out this stage of life. Subscribe to the channel if you want clear, practical retirement planning strategies every week. And if you're ready to talk about your own retirement plan, reach out. Link is in the description below. Having someone guide you through these decisions can make the differences between a retirement that feels uncertain and one that feels confident. Thank you for watching. Take these ideas seriously, make small changes where you need to, and I'll see you in the next video.